Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing something different. So I was thinking, what can I do for like a holiday themed video? And I thought, how could I have my sim have the ultimate Christmas? Like the ultimate holiday season. You have the option to create holidays. So I thought I'd make this like a mini series where we go through all the different holidays throughout the year, starting with Christmas, or known as Winterfest, and New Year's Eve. I don't even know. Without further ado, let's get into it. So this is my sim, Noelle. Okay, she has the neighborhood confidant aspiration, so she is gregarious, cheerful, good, and a party animal because, listen, this is a cute little house I built for her. It's giving Kevin, it's giving cozy, it's giving. So I decided to add Winterfest Eve with these traditions because I thought, some people celebrate Christmas Eve more than like Christmas Day, like us Latinos, or at least in Cuba, child. So I thought it would be fun to add a Winterfest Eve holiday and see how that goes. So I did that. And when I tell you, child, it was a wild ride. Okay, so first things first, I had her go ice skating because I thought that's the most like Christmassy American thing I've ever heard of, child. And of course, the moment she gets onto the ice rink, there we go. The moment she gets on the ice rink, she starts falling, and I'm like, Miss Ma'am. But immediately after that, she decided, you know what, I'm going to make a snow angel. And I love that for her. And she just kept making friends in the streets. Okay, she met Miko and they started chatting. And I was like, okay, pop off, Miss Ma'am, pop off. So while I was trying to decide what I wanted to do, I decided to get her a career so she can do something in between the holidays. And I decided to have her be a freelance writer. And honestly, she's doing pretty well, I won't lie. And listen, tell me why she's making a salad over the sink. Tell me why. And she's just like enjoying, she's having a great time. I mean, the salad, child, it's looking a little bit suspicious. I mean, look at it. It's not the most appetizing thing in the world, but it doesn't look like she's complaining now, does it? I digress. Anywho, so here she is working a little booty off for the rest of the day. And at some point, I was waiting for the welcome wagon. Okay, I was like, where are they? But alas, they did not come. So she decided, I'm going to do some work. And she had to write a top 10 list, which I named the top 10 grilled cheeses because that's the most Sims thing you could do, honestly. And if you don't know, I feel really bad for you because you are missing out on the lore. Anywho, it's the next day. Okay, and she looks like she's ready for the day, child. Look at her. She is up. So I thought the welcome wagon didn't come to me, so I shall bring myself to them. She went across the street to her neighbors, which is the Goth family, who I stan. Okay, I stan them. If you watch my Bella Goth video, you know. Those who know, they know. And she and Mortimer got to chatting, and honestly, Mortimer is very outgoing. I don't know what his traits are, but he is so good at just talking. He's always like talking to people, meeting new people, making friends. He seems like he really enjoys socialization, which honestly pop off, you know. At this point, I was looking for Bella because she is who I'm here for. Okay, Bella darling, my love, Bella. And I found her. Look at her, looking so gorgeous, looking so elegant, period. Pop off. I complimented her on her home. We had a good chat, and then I quickly decided, you know what, I'm just gonna go home because what is this? So there she is, and I decided, okay, we need to bake for Winterfest Eve. So I'm gonna have her like bake something to get her cooking skill up. I decided to make her a chocolate cake because who does not like chocolate cake? I mean, I don't know what she's putting in there, but it looks suspicious. Okay, and then she saw Bella outside. She literally ran out and she was like, hey girl, hey, you know, she was talking to Bella and it seemed like they were having a good conversation. And then Miss Ma'am just left us mid-convo. As you can see, she just fucking left us. And again, she just made more friends on the street. So at this point I was like, you know what, I'm gonna host a dinner party and invite all these people, these random people that I just met on the street and my neighbors, and we're gonna play some music. We're gonna have a good time. So I decided to serve them, you know, good old mac and cheese, okay, tried and true, vegetarian safe, period. And honestly, she looks like she's having a good time. No fires were started, and honestly, I love that for her. All of her guests came into the kitchen and like kept her company while she was making their mac and cheese. And I thought that was really sweet. I thought that was like really sweet. So everybody was having a really good time. They were having great conversation from what I could tell. There was no tension, like no bad vibes. Mortimer is just so outgoing. It has me shocked, a little bit suspicious. Okay, I know this Mortimer is not the same as previous Sims games, but child, my eyes are still, I'll sleep with one eye open when it comes to you, Morty, but I digress. Everyone's having a good time. I mean, Bella is dancing all sensual. Yes, girl, you go. But at this point, everyone had gone home, right? She's working, you know, she's kind of tired. So, you know, that's the end of like day. I don't even know at this point. And at this point, it is the next day, I promise you. And she starts writing a book that I decided to name Why You Shouldn't Eat Tide Pods, because it is a book on children's survival. And I feel like that's a very important lesson that we all need to learn from circa 2018. Honestly, what was up with that? I don't even know. Anywho, so after she had her dinner party, they gifted her a coffee machine. So I decided to put that in the kitchen, and then I realized, you know what, I think the sink isn't working because it's like into the archway. So I decided to fix that. I replaced it with like half walls or something like that. And then Bella invited us to GeekCon. So I was like, okay, I mean, why not? It's Winterfest Eve. Let's go out. Let's have a good time. I mean, it sounds fun. I don't even know. So we went. I got her a t-shirt. I didn't make her wear it because I spent 2 hours making this sim. Believe it or not, just for like a 17-minute video, a 20-minute video, child. I had her order in a hot dog. And at this point, I realized that the Sims eat their hot dogs in halves like that. And it's just so fucking bizarre. But she does not look like she is complaining. She looks like she's having a great time. So I digress. I'm gonna just let her be, child. So anyways, she's there having a good old chat with her girlfriends, you know, she's having a great time. She's such a social butterfly. I love that for her. But at some point I got bored. I'm not gonna lie. I was getting bored at GeekCon and it was Winterfest Eve. I wanted her to do something else. So I had her go home, you know, warm herself up with the fire and light some candles, maybe dance. Like, she seemed to have a really good time by herself. Although she is a party animal, so she does get bored if she doesn't throw a party like often. So we'll see how that goes. I might regret this decision, but I don't know. At some point I decided, you know what, I'm gonna make chocolate mint cupcakes and I'm gonna invite all my friends over and share the cupcakes with them, and we can just enjoy our Winterfest Eve, you know, talk about Winterfest, have a good old time. So she's calling her friends, she's making the cupcakes. She seems to be happy, you know, like she's having a great time. Look at her, she's just living la vida loca, I guess. So with the quickness, okay, her friends came over. Mika, is it Miko? Child, I don't even know. Miko is always in the kitchen with her, keeping her company. So here they are, okay, enjoying their choc mint cupcakes. Honestly, it's very Christmassy now that I think about it. It's very Christmas themed. Love that for them. Everybody's having a really good time, and I can't blame her, honestly. At this point, I decided I'm going to have them have a little Winterfest toast, okay? Like, do a little toast, like, oh, here's the friendship, or whatever the case, right? I've never done this before. So I was like, where the hell did that margarita come from, Miss Bella? And in my head, I was like, give me one margarita. Anyways, I digress. So she was busy making her toast. Everybody was having a good time. Okay, margaritas and cupcakes. That sounds like a banging combination, if you ask me. Like, that just sounds like it slaps hard. But anyways, so she, honestly, at this point, the men, they left. Okay, Mortimer and the other guy that she's friends with, whose name I cannot remember, they done disappeared, child. I don't know where they went. So it was like a girls' day, and I love that. Like, they were just having a good old time with their cocktails and just everything. And of course, the moment that everybody goes home, Bella invites us out. Bella's been inviting us out to a lot of places, okay, and I appreciate that. So she invited us to an opera, and this is our outfit of choice, okay. She looks really good, but she's really tired. Off she goes, and honestly, when she came back, she was not impressed. I don't think operas are for her. She's more of a party gal, you know, but child, it is what it is. She wasn't going to say no to her friend, you know. She's trying to be friends with everybody. So she went to bed as soon as she got home. Child, she was die moegste kind, okay. And for my American people, moeg is Afrikaans for tired. So she was the most tired child. Put her to bed, and now it's the next day. It is officially Winterfest, okay. It is time. It is this season. It is the day. And of course, we have neighbors that just moved in. Can you imagine? So we're like, okay, pop off, we're gonna come and say hi to our neighbors. The welcome wagon didn't come for me, but I will make sure that I bring all my friends to meet my new neighbor. Her welcome wagon will be better than mine, except there was an actual literal blizzard outside. Who would have thought Christmas was full of snow and wind, and it was not fun. It was not like the cute type of snow you see in the movies. I mean, look at her, child. It was the ghetto, honestly. And I was like, you know what, I relate, because in South Africa it rained, okay. It rained on Christmas Day. I was not impressed. So it having a blizzard in the Sims was like, wow, life really does imitate art now, doesn't it? So she went to meet her neighbors, and at this point I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make a household to move into the house next to the goths. So that's what I did. I didn't film it, obviously, but you're gonna see them now. Then I decided, you know what, let me go and greet those neighbors. It's the Holding household. They live next to the goths, as I just said. And I was like, I'm gonna bring over some people. I'm gonna meet them. So here she is having a great time. Now in game, I didn't realize there was an actual blizzard. So when I did, I was like, actually, let me go home. Let me go home and prepare for Winterfest, and I'll invite everybody over. Then we can have a really good time. So I had to go through the decorations, how to put up decorations in the house, because it's part of, you know, the Winterfest tradition. She invited all of her friends over because, bless her heart, she wanted to spend Winterfest with the people that she met in this new town that are so nice to her. So she started making the ham dinner. Okay, and honestly, super well, it looks so good. Like, the idea of having a ham dinner just sounds so good to me. But I digress. That's not the life that the universe chose for me this Christmas. Anywho, this is not about me. So she's busy. She's talking to her guests, which are technically her neighbors, and they're having a good old time. I mean, everybody seems to be getting along really well. Their traits must blend nicely, I guess. So there's Miko again. She's always up in the kitchen. She's always there. So now it's time to feast. Okay, she is calling everybody. And I don't know about you, but those sparkles, okay, mean that the food is good. Thanks. So she started giving gifts to like people, and she gave James, this is James Holding, she gave James a gift, and she gave Bella a gift, you know, and she had 3 gifts in her inventory. There was 1 left. And I was like, you know what, it's time for everyone to open our gifts together. And you know what, James James was not having it, okay, but I digress. I mean, at some point throughout the night, James and Noelle started having some flirtation go on. So I was like, okay, the plot thickens. I mean, look at them, they're having a great time. So I was like, you know what, I'll encourage this. You know, I will have whatever she wants, baby girl, she can have, period. So she was like starting to have some sort of romance with James, and I think that's really sweet. Maybe we can explore that further in another episode, another challenge. And then I was like, oh my god, there he is, it's Daddy Winter himself, okay, in a pile of trash in my yard, period. So I was like, let's go introduce ourselves, it's time. She got a gift. While I was playing the game, I didn't realize she actually really hated her gift. She really hated her gift, and she was actually on the naughty list. Can you fucking imagine that shit, bro? So she just got a future cube. Who would have fucking thought? I'm so embarrassed. And I ended up giving Father Christmas a gift because I was like, oh, you know, Noelle's having such a great time. She's so playful. She has so many friends. Childware. Anywho, so she called everybody outside in the blizzard so they can all light the Christmas tree outside. And listen, when I say it was a blizzard, it was a blizzard. The Christmas was not Christmasing the way it should, but it was really pretty. I mean, everybody was happy. Noelle was like, okay, bye, I'm not gonna stay outside for any longer than I need to. She did open another gift and she got a train set from Daddy Christmas. So I don't know what that means, sir. You said I was bad all year. Please explain to me what's going on. Okay, you gave me a future cube, but you also gave me a train set. Explain. Balance me. So at this point, Noelle is tired. Okay, she's going to bed. It's almost 12 a.m. like the following day, like the day after Winterfest, and all of the Sims glitched. When I tell you all of them glitched, like they refused to go home. My laptop was glitching out more than normal. Everybody was having a good time though. I mean, a really good time. Look at that. Like they were dancing and they were helping themselves to food. They were enjoying the fire. They were in their underwear, okay, watching her sleep too. It was really wild. Like Bella and James, child. So I decided the next day, since everybody was still at my house, that I was gonna make everybody pancakes because you know what, I'd rather try and take advantage of the situation you know, think of it as a big ass sleepover. So there she is making everybody pancakes, and I mean James and his dad and Miko, who is in her damn pajamas, but bless her heart, she tried to like clean up the dishes the previous night. So I'm not even mad. I made everybody pancakes. It was a good time. Like they were just getting along, honestly. Like this is the most smooth social like sim challenge type thing that I have done. Like anytime, even when I normally play the Sims, child, smooth social interactions where there's always some drama somewhere, child, but any hood'll do. Yeah, so after we had breakfast, I had her go upstairs and start working because, so I just had her work, and honestly, the plot thickens in the next episode. You need to stay tuned for that, and don't say I didn't warn you, okay? Don't say I didn't warn you. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you did, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!